So I'll try not to be too serious. I think in the last segment I mentioned, or I talked a little bit about the nervous tissue in the body being the fastest tissue to change. Did I talk about that? Okay, so there's a source of confusion. So now I'm going to talk about it. So if you think of all the variety of different tissues in the human body, they all change over time, from the tissue of the organs to the tissue of the muscle, to the tissue of the connective tissue, to the bones, to the nervous system. It all changes. It all changes over time. And it changes in accordance with this whole dynamics. The way the environment is, who you hang out with, because I've added that little component here. I've added another being. It could be a dog, could be another person, but basically, you know, there are other living creatures that we interact with. So all of that, that's going to shape you. We are physically shaped by lots of different things: social interactions, physical environment, what we think, what we eat, a lot of different things. But the different tissues change at totally different rates. So the fastest tissue to change in your body is the nervous system. It changes in milliseconds, yeah, it's really quick. The slowest tissue to change in your body is your bones. It'll take 7 years before, if someone tried to see whether the same cells existed in your skeleton in 7 years' time, they'll find that there's not a single cell in your skeleton that's the same. It's a brand new skeleton, completely switched over. So that has consequences. Here you are doing these lessons. The nervous system goes. Muscles being intimately connected with the nervous system, they change their tensionings. Connective tissue, little bit slower. Yeah? So even though you might experience greater freedom, there's other structures that haven't yet quite caught up. So then what do you need to do? You've got these new experiences. Well, you need to practice. Not only that, you have to make different choices about your environment. Because if your environment, as I was saying to the person, you know, as a dancer, yeah, the legs could go up here. These days, I spend most of my time with the legs in this position. All of this tissue in here has adapted. The connective tissue has shortened over a period of, 20 years. It's shortened. I can't do what I used to do. It's adapted. Probably my skeleton has changed as well. So what you choose to do and what you then has an effect on you. It shapes you. And that's inevitable. It just is. So usually we associate the word learning, we correlate that to what happens in the nervous system. So the nervous system is over here and the little cells are going, and you do something out here and suddenly the cells are doing something else. That change we call learning. Something has been changed in the nervous system. But you could say there's other forms of learning. It's just that we don't call it learning. We call it adaptation. Yeah. The bones change, tissues change, and it all changes in terms of how you interact and engage with others in the world. And I thought that was an important thing to say. Yeah. That you will get changes here. But to promote those changes more and more through the rest of yourself, that takes living differently in the world. Does it make sense? Yeah. So you get a taste of what's possible. And then if it's something that you're passionate about, you continue. Yep. So I think there's a community announcement. Yeah, that's you. I love change. Is that change? Chicago. Chicago. Okay. Okay, Chicago.
So, is that on? Doesn't sound like it is. It is? Okay. My community announcement is that so far, doing Feldenkrais, I have lived too far away and got rescued by Sue, who was kind enough to pick me up and bring me here. And then this time, I'm living in a bit of a hovel, which is cold, and I'm thinking, this is not the best we can do. So I'm just going to put it out there that I think it'd be really nice if a few of us could live together and share the cost. And I'm interested in whoever is interested in that, understanding that some people live in Victoria and are not interested, understanding that people have friends and not interested, or that they have other things already set up. But if any of you are there who haven't got that sorted, then it would be good to have your email addresses. And yes, I know they are available, but I'm lazy, so, and things change. So just give me whatever email address you have for now. I had a look on Airbnb last night for group housing for 3 or 4. I'm trying to keep costs down, and I'm aware that in September it's already in high demand. I think it's school holidays. So, and it would be really good because once you go away from here, you go into your other lives and sort of forget until it's really time to come back again. So if we could make some sort of an agreement or some sort of decision before we leave here, it seems to be sensible. Right? So I've got this piece of paper. If you want me to email the links that I thought might have some possibilities, I'm not saying they're perfect. And for some people will say, look, I don't want that place because I'm not going to sleep with somebody in a double bed. Fair point. Yeah, this is all I've got. I'd be interested to see what you think. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right. So, well, we're about to go into another session now, but I will put this piece of paper maybe on the back table. Yeah? Would that be okay? All right. Sorry? I reckon you can. I give you permission.
I was thinking of going for a walk in the Dandenongs on Sunday if anyone's interested. So, I don't know, just a few hours. I don't know. Get some like Devonshire tea at one of the nice little cafes or something. I don't know. I don't know. Somewhere. I don't know, but it'd be good to discuss this as a possibility. So that's why I said I'm thinking of it. It is not confirmed. So please, yeah, have a chat with me. And,
ya que estamos, there is an announcement. Lacan post in our little group Feldenkrais. There is a concat improvisation jam and class on Saturday morning. I will go. There. Contact improvisation. Okay. And other thing, I am very intended to go to dance tonight or tomorrow night to the Black Cat, Night Cat. Yes, if someone wants to join me, have fun tonight or tomorrow night. Eh? Everyone, dance have no sex, okay?
Okay, we got any more announcements? BYO galoshes. Yeah. Okay, and one more. You can write on the back of the FI board, if you like, turn that around and put who's doing what. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lisa. Some of you will have a lesson with her today or next week. So she'll be here for the rest of the day. Thank you. Oh, see, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Not yet. That's tomorrow. You can start practicing your awareness through walking together. Relax, that's perfect. Okay, if you're finished with your cups, you might like to pop them out of the way so you're safe and we're safe.